The dancer's agency and the dancer's power in a straight club is heterosexuality. I am a man, I am masculine, you're a woman. So the power distinctions are very clear, whereas in gay clubs, men on men relationships and masculinity as a whole is challenged, renegotiated, reconfigured, and conversely not easily identifiable.
You're in there, you like slapping them in the face with your cock and stuff like that, with your penis, whatever you want to say. That does happen, but you're like at that time, you're like, who the fuck cares, basically? Who cares? You know, you're just doing it, you're wild.
You know, people think strippers just strip and that's it, you know, or go-go dancers just dance. There's a lot more strategy to it, especially if you're in a gay club, you know. I look at the people that look at me. I use eyesight and nonverbal communication to lure people over. And then once I got their attention, I gauge them. You know, are they a top or are they a bottom? Are they anal insertive or anal receptive? How are they looking at me? What is their fantasy with me?
Getting tips from different type of customers, guys and girls. For the most part, I work in a straight establishment, so I dance for girls. And girls are more, you have to work more because it's all mind games with them. They want to know your name, your phone number, where you're from, blah, blah, blah. What's your MySpace link, you know, what do you like to do for fun? And after that, probably 10 minutes of conversation, you get like $5. And I dance at gay places and lesbian places. And the guys, it's easy. I definitely make more money at the gay place.
I think the way that it works too, and I think this may be a different thing with straight dancers versus gay dancers. In gay clubs, there's a whole masculinity issue that's being there. Like, money equals I'm more manly than you. So I feel that that's the advantage gay dancers may have from straight dancers, because women don't give a shit. Like, honestly, $1 is $1, but with men, it's like, well, I can buy him, I can own him if I give him more. Have I been sexually assaulted on the job and off the job? Yes. You know what I mean? Has there been situations where I've been, you know, I had to do things that I didn't want to do? Of course. You know, have there been times where I've been solicited for sex? Like 6 times a night, you know? Guys will just grab my crotch, or like, this one guy, like, pushed me against the mirror and like shoved like $1 bill up my ass. There are times where, yeah, my safety is definitely in question, but for the most part, like, we all kind of look out for each other and stuff like that. But I don't know, I guess your safety becomes compromised when it comes to money. And there have been situations where I knew there was definitely unsafe, but you know, the question comes to your mind, how much money can I make out of this? People look at go-go dancers as like sluts, you know, like, look at those whores, you know, but like, honestly, like, a good go-go dancer will not just, you know, dance in their panties. They're gonna actually like talk and like connect, and like, you make more money that way sometimes. Like, on my breaks, like, I'll follow up with my clients, you know, just because I feel like beyond anything, like, I want them to feel connected to me.
And it's a pretty easy job. You just show up, get naked, not naked, but you get in your underwear, go dance on stage, go dance in a bar, get tipped. So it's pretty cool.
Girl wants to get turned on. She wants crazy stuff to happen, and I wanted that fantasy to come true for them. You know, I wanted to fulfill their like need at that time. You know, whatever they wanted to happen, I make sure I always just go above and beyond duty.
You are creating this mise en scene here, this play that you're participating in, and you have to know what it is the customer wants. You have to know what his fantasies are. You have to be able to read him, and you become, maybe if you're halfway intelligent, you quickly become able to read what the customer wants, what his fantasies are, what kind of a sexual role he's interested in performing and interested in having you perform, and that's what you act out.
I conceptualize the job as giving joy to somebody, giving someone like happiness, even if it's temporary, you know, like, it's still, they feel good, they feel special. They might not be special, but I make them believe that they're special because, you know, you can really sometimes read clients, and I see a lot of loneliness with these nasty perverted men, and like you can easily write them off as like perverted guys, but like I look at them like, wow, this guy is really sad. He's really lonely, and like, you know, I'll be his fantasy for the night. That's fine.
The saddest ones were the ones that didn't want to have sex at all. They just wanted to talk to you. They were the loneliest ones. And 9 out of 10 times, they would be showing you pictures of their wife and their kids, who very often were your age. And you begin to wonder, is this really because he's not relating to anybody and doesn't have anybody to talk to in his own life? You know, to really talk to?
I got out of it because the whole people looking at me wrong kind of thing, you know, when people ask me like what I did, I couldn't bring it to the table.
A go-go dancer, a stripper, you know, what are you really doing? You're selling sex and sexuality.
Society looks at you totally different. They don't. They have a one set image on you. It's sex and drugs and fast life, which a lot of it is. But there's also good people in the game too.
I look forward to stripping. I would do it 7 days a week if I could, because for me, mentally, it's fun.
To be the chiaroscuro object of desire is an incredible turn on. But also, I thought then and I think today, that it's a very worthwhile thing to do because it makes a lot of people happy. It assuages people's loneliness. It gives them pleasure. And how many occupations are there in life that do that? And it's right that a person should be paid for it. A doctor has gifts to heal, and he gets well paid for it. You know, a lawyer has gifts to get people out of trouble. Why shouldn't a person who has gifts to touch someone briefly in a way that relieves loneliness and the solitary condition of old age and makes them happy and makes them, for a moment, relive some of their own youth, which it does. There's a sharing of that youth and that beauty and so on, and the energy. And, that's a good thing. I think it's a beautiful thing.